All right, here we are again. Okay, so in our last video, we talked about how we started using SQL Server to show data regarding cosmetics. So since I already had a lot of stuff set up and I already got all the data loaded from Access into Microsoft SQL Server, I figured I'm going to go live again and do another video. And this time I'm going to talk about cooking data. So I already had the data loaded. I just finished doing the previous video. So I'm going to go ahead and do a double header tonight. And we're going to do another short video, shorter than the last time, this time I hope. So let's get into it. I got everything already loaded up. So let's go and take a look at Microsoft SQL Server. And for everybody who's used to seeing my old videos or my previous ones, I've been using Microsoft Access in the past, and I imported everything yesterday into Microsoft SQL Server, and that's what we're going to show right now. So just to show you, if you have not seen my my previous video, I will show you that again, that this is Microsoft SQL Server. This is SQL Server Management Studio, and this is part of Microsoft SQL Server that you can see right there. Okay, so I'm going to run the first query, which tells SQL Server that we are using the Tube Data Workshop database. That's because I have several different databases loaded here, and I got to tell SQL Server which database we're going to use in our queries. Now, we're going to run queries kind of similar to the ones we used in the cosmetics video, which we just did. So we have two tables, one for answer the public and one for vidIQ. So we're just going to query the data here, modifier type, modifier, suggestion, and keyword. And we're going to pull that all from the answer the public table. And we're only interested right now in the questions. And we're going to get questions for the keyword baking. And we're also going to get questions for the keyword cooking. So we already got all the data loaded. So I'm just going to highlight these, and we want to sort by the suggestion column. So highlighting these prevents SQL Server from running all the SQLs, which I got on this sheet over here, and I got a lot of other ones in here. So I'm going to highlight these, and then I'm going to click on execute. And here we are. I got 160 rows, and this is all data which comes from the Answer the Public website. And you see over here, these are from baking. And these are the questions only. So here, are cooking apples good for you? Are cooking apples poisonous? Can baking soda remove curry stains? Can cooking apples be frozen? Can cooking oil upset your stomach? So these are a whole bunch of here. A couple about baking. What's baking soda? What's baking soda good for? What cooking temperature kills bacteria? I just saw one up here. Here, what's baking soda is mixed with vinegar? What baking with gluten-free flour? Tons of good stuff. So if you have a cooking channel, I got right off the bat right here 160 video topics or ideas for your video channel. Who's cooking Thanksgiving dinner? Who's cooking tonight's script? Why baking is a good hobby? What baking powder is used in cake, etc. What baking soda is in cookies? Why baking soda is added to milk? Tons and tons of stuff just about baking and cooking. There you go. Will cooking mushrooms kill bacteria? So I got 160 ideas right there. So that alone is enough to get you started if you have a YouTube channel about cooking. So now I'm going to come over here and we're going to say, well, on the vidIQ website, you also have questions. So I'm going to come over here, and I was able to run some more queries on vidIQ. I also got queries about baking, cooking, eating, food, nutrition, and restaurants. So I'm going to highlight all these, and I'm going to click on execute there. And lo and behold, if you look on the bottom right corner of my screen in the yellow, I got 357 rows. So, and there are questions because I have previously run a macro in Access when I still had all the data in Access to go through the first words of all the data in the keyword column. And when the first word is like how or what, when, why, who, and where, then it will go, and I'll tab over here to the right, it will go to the modifier type, and it will update that column with the word questions, and then it'll put the modifier, so here how and what, when, where, just like we have the data is in the Answer the Public website. So we're trying to make the vidIQ data look a little bit more like the Answer the Public data. That way, since the data is now categorized, we can distinguish which of the rows in the keyword field are questions, which are prepositions, which are comparisons, etc. But the main data that we care about right now are just the questions. So here you go. And when, in addition, what we don't have in the Answer the Public, we got here related score, search volume, and competition, and overall score. So these are the ones that I highlight. These are all the numbers over here, and number of words, of course. So let me come down over here. This is all stuff related to baking, cooking, eating, food, nutrition. So of course, since I ran, that's 6 of them. Since I ran 6 queries in vidIQ, normally you would export 6 CSV files, and that would load into 6 spreadsheets, which you then have to merge and sort and copy and paste and do a whole bunch of work to get these results over here. Now, as you can tell, I have a couple duplicates in here as well. How to make pie crust, pot roast, pot roast. So eventually we want to get rid of these duplicates too. So, okay, that's easy to do when you got a database. So now here we're going to go. We're going to grab the vidIQ data. We're going to sum up the related score, search volume, competition, and overall. And then we're going to get everything here from vidIQ. We still want to get the same criteria. We still want to get the data where the keyword searched equals baking, cooking, eating, nutrition, food, and oh, I got nutrition here. I think we forgot restaurants. I listed something twice. Oh, so we got to make a modification over here. And I think it was restaurants. Yeah, but made a little mistake in there. So I'm going to highlight that. We're going to sort by search volume, descending, hit execute. There you go. Okay, now we got 313 rows. So here, let me make this a little bit wider. These are now sorted by search volume. So it's going to go from the highest to the lowest right there. Now they're all grouped together. See, they're going all the way down. First they were in the 15,000s, 8,000, 7,000, 5, 4,000s. There you go. And these are all the top searched video ideas or topics rather coming from the vidIQ. Now they're all grouped together, and there should not be any duplicates in here either. So now we're getting 313 of them. See that? And these are all okay. And these are all the questions. Now, we got the Answer the Public data, and we got I did put restaurants in there. Okay, we got the Answer the Public data, and we got the vidIQ data. So now you're going to wonder, well, can we put them together and make one nice long list? Yes, we can. So just like I did previously with the cosmetics data, let me make this a little bit wider so I can show you the whole SQL. So I took the SQL here. Let me highlight it. This is all the cooking data from Answer the Public. There's a select for that right there. Then I took the other SQL from the vidIQ table right there. I merged them together using union all in between the two SQLs. Each SQL is within parentheses right there. Then within the two SQLs lumped together, let me highlight that. Here I got them all lumped together with the union in between them, and I'm only pulling one column from each query, and the column has to be of the same data type, otherwise SQL Server is going to render an error. You can't do a union on a column which has like characters on one and numbers on the other. They all have to be characters or they all have to be numbers. I gave it an alias called AA. So then over here, I can say here, select distinct AA.suggestion from, and this whole thing down here. So I'm using AA as the alias for the entire SQL with the union in it. And I'm using distinct, which means give me unique values only. So I do not want duplicates. And then at the bottom, I'm putting the order by the suggestion as well. So it means not only do I want unique values, but I want the whole thing sorted alphabetically in ascending order. So I'm going to run this guy, and let me make this guy a little bit bigger. There we go. I'm going to make this a little bit wider. I got 473 rows, almost 500 rows, which is like what I promised in the title of this video. Almost 500 rows, 473 of them. So there you go. And they're all unique. They're all sorted. They're all alphabetically. So this is the data coming from 2 tables from a total of 8 different queries, all merged together into one. And you can tell right over here, I'm just going to scroll down. You see the very first column over here has the number on it. And the second column has all the data, has all the topics, how to start cooking for yourself, how to start cooking more home, how to start cooking on a Traeger grill, how to start a cooking show, how to start learning cooking. There you go. I'm going to scroll all the way down so you see that indeed, no joke, I really do have 473 video topics. Woo, that is a lot. Okay, there you have it. Let me get my mouse over here. Okay, there you have it. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you got some value out of that. If you really like this and you want to see me cover other topics, then please leave me a comment, like the video, subscribe to the video, and let me know what you think of it. And if you have any topics you want me to cover, then please let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.